2016 compared to just 7% in 2011. I'll let you take that in for a minute, but it gets better than that. In 4 years, because that statistic was published last year, we've gone from under 10% to over 50% of households in the UK with children aged between 3 and 15 years old living in them owning a tablet computer. What's it going to be like in 2020 in another 4 years' time? It's probably going to be closer to 100%. The fact is that you simply cannot escape the fact that technology is in everybody's pockets in 2016. And if it's not in your pocket, then it's certainly in your home somewhere. Do you own a fridge? Do you own a microwave? Do you own an electric oven? Name any household appliance you like, and it's got a microprocessor inside it. Technology is everywhere. How many of you planned your presentation today using technology? You all had to, because you all had to email the presentation files over to the event organizers. Over the past few days, we've been using Yammer to communicate and collaborate on this TEDx event, which is a social media platform. How many of you here have been using social media today? My phone has been buzzing all day because of all of the Twitter feeds, and I've been reading over the past few days about all the hype with this event and people saying that they're looking forward to hearing me speak, and I hope I'm not disappointing so far, but you're all there, you're all using the technology. If you're a teacher, how many of you have been using technologies to plan your lessons? I bet most of you have, but what's more importantly is how many of you have actually considered letting your students use the technology in class? I bet it's significantly fewer of you. So it's cliche as hell, but I'm going to say it anyway. Technology means that students of today have access to information that students of the past simply did not have. We've all heard it 100,000 times, and the fact is that it's true. So why don't we utilize this? Why don't we start connecting with people all around the world to inspire our students and to educate them? The fact is that 30 years ago, students could only gain information by asking local people or maybe reading books. Today, we have the likes of Wikipedia and the other billions of web pages on the internet to gather information and educate ourselves. But it gets better than this. We can actually talk to people all across the world using video conferencing tools in the classroom, such as Skype and Google Hangouts and FaceTime and a number of other things that are available today. It doesn't matter what subject you teach, maths, English, geography, ICT, RE, PE, does not matter. There are people out there whose passion is your subject, and they want to make your students feel enriched and engaged in their subject. You can talk to true professionals who really can give your students an extra insight and make your students feel really empowered and interested in the lesson and very engaged, because they'll be talking to an industry expert. And that's also really great for the teachers as well, to get a different perspective on their topics. Let's take geography as an example. It's one of the 3 subjects I study at A level at the moment. I absolutely love it. Why do I love geography? It's because it's a subject where you need to feel like you're there. You need to see pictures, you need to see videos, you need to hear what people have to say about current affairs. And what better way to do that than actually talk to people who are experiencing it here and now? Teachers and students, I'm sure you're aware that copying out of the textbook is flat. It's boring. And if your textbook, like mine, was written a number of years ago, the world has done so many revolutions since your book was written that the information in it is outdated. You might find it hard or expensive or time-consuming to fly somebody over from Bangladesh to talk about flooding for an hour in your geography lesson. But the fact is that there's more than likely people out there on Skype or using the internet who will happily talk to your students about some of these matters. Students can talk to people, they can hear current information and knowledge, and that will be a fantastic learning experience for them. And it will make them feel really, really engaged, because it's something a little bit different. We don't do it at the moment, and this is all about making a change, making a positive change at that as well. But that's quite a big step, thinking on an international scale. Let's think on a smaller scale for a minute. Sometimes the biggest changes come from the smallest steps. I've seen physics teachers use simple online games in their lessons to help explain complicated physics theories which students simply could not grasp. But when the students were playing a game and controlling the variables themselves and thinking, if I change this, what's the consequence of that? they were able to understand the physics theories and therefore succeed. So small steps can lead to a big difference. Another horrible cliche, which you probably all heard before, is that technology saves the trees. And it's true. Think about it this way. We don't like to use our natural resources to power our homes, to power our hospitals, to cook our food, to keep us warm and keep us dry. Yet, think about this. The United States has less than 5% of the world's population, but consumes over 30% of its paper. Perhaps if we encouraged a bring your own device policy in classes where students could use their own tablets or laptops, we could make the world a better place still. So really, what I want you to get from my short talk today, which has only been 10 minutes, is that actually technology has no bounds. Use it as much as you like in class. Be as creative with it as possible. Utilize it to its full potential. But most importantly, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to use it. If you use technology in the classroom, your kids will feel more engaged and they'll be more interested because they've been held back for using it for so long that just the slightest change will make them want to do your lesson. They'll come home that night and tell their parents that they've had a fantastic lesson delivered only because their teacher has enabled them to use the technology in their class. The education system in the UK, at least, has stayed the same for hundreds of years, but more importantly, the world around it and the students benefiting from it have changed completely. We really need to be more embracing, more forward-thinking, and more creative with how we use technology in the classroom. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So, good evening, everybody. Can you all hear me well? Wow, thank you. Yeah, it's good to see. Yes, 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 popping up from the chat window. Um, so this meeting will be quite short. We have only two periods, so it will be 1 hour and a half. We will end around 7:30. And in this meeting, we are going to talk about CMC, computer mediated communication. And there is a whole big chapter on this topic in your key readings. But just before we start, as usual, I want everybody to take the attendance track. So could you please go to our website and click on the attendance track link. Let's see how many people have already done it. Wow. Look like you are very familiar with the procedure now. 19 people have already done uh, attendance track. Okay, very smooth, very fast. Now, we are going to talk about synchronous and asynchronous interaction first. So I guess you can tell the nature of these two forms of communication from the word meaning synchronous mean happening at the same time, and asynchronous mean not happening at the same time. Okay, so we will focus on these two kinds of interactions. What tools are available out there to support these two kinds of interaction, and we also look at the literature to see the point of communicating in language teaching activities. Now, so again, back in history, the first generation of CMC tools were very, what we say, uh, basic, and um, uh, they do not support a lot of interaction. Emails first came into Vietnam I think around 2000. And as I told you last week, it was very expensive to send an email in 2001, 2002. At that time, you have to spend something like, okay, 10 USD a month just for a mailbox um, with the storage size of only about 5 megabytes. Yeah, just that. So looking back, okay, to the almost unlimited email capacity and storage capacity that Google offers today is a huge leap. Okay. So the first generation tools for communications was emails, very simple, email messages and mailing lists, very similar to the email group that you are using today, and discussion forum, the kind of forum that we use in our course activities like, well, let me show you again, like, yeah, this one, yeah. So these are very basic forum form that were used uh, long ago. Oh, sorry, I did not share the screen. That's okay. Now, voice board was also one of the first generation CMC tools that allows users to add sound recordings together with the text. Of course, voice board appeared much later, not until the end of 2000s, but the ability to attach recording to your forum discussion was a big change in language teaching. Now, starting from 2010 onwards, we start to see more advanced CMC tools like blocks. Basically, you create a blog entries or blog post, people can reply to it, and blog has become outdated today. I don't see a lot of people writing blogs any longer, but about 10 years back, it was, the fashion. Almost okay, everybody, young people who enjoy using the internet, okay, who love to write blogs. It was from 2005 to 2010. Wikis also popular in classroom. Wiki allow people to share ideas collaboratively. I will try to create a wiki activity for you to work on very soon. And then there's a tool called Voice Thread. Uh, this is discussion board that allow people to um, attach voice, images, videos to the discussion. And in our Moodle-based e-learning system, we also have a range of tools like glossary, choice, workshop, nanogram. Okay, now let me do the demonstration. Let me share the screen first. So let me scroll down to topic. Further down here. Um, There are many things here that I don't want you to see yet. So, okay, that's fine. I'll show you the topic. And I'm a lecturer. Now, one of the language activities that we enjoy a lot is called train story. Okay, and together as a whole class, we are going to write a story. So please, yeah, write one sentence to keep the story going. Each of you should only write once. Okay. So I am creating a wiki activity for you, and our class story, just that. Okay, and I want the HTML format. Now, I'm going to write the first sentence, and then each of you need to write the next sentence. Okay, we will try to make a nice story. Let's see how that will work using this wiki activity. Okay, each of you will write a sentence that try to connect to the previous idea sentences. Is that clear, everybody? Please type clear into the chat window if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, good. So I ran home from the online class yesterday evening. Okay, now everybody, could you, yeah, each of you try to open and let's see how that will work out for us. So this is very similar to Google Docs, where we can. All right, yeah, I have seen one more. I saw someone standing at my front door. Okay, let's see who is next. Okay, just now. Next one, please. So I think you just forget your passwords. Nothing else happened. Everybody is in the classroom now. Uh, you must forget the password. Okay, everybody. Next, please. Let's see. Okay, Thành Trúc. Already. Okay, right. Are you working on the activities? Now, I'm trying to show you how wikis work. Oh, please click on edit. And then Okay, wait. Okay, okay, someone is writing, I see. So, who is writing? Who is so slow? Let me see. Okay, yeah, Mỹ Thanh. I hope she's finished now. Oh, yeah. Okay, third sentence there. It was my old friend Mark. Let me try to see if we can change the settings so that you can own. Okay, collaborative. Okay, that's good. And okay, we try to wait for okay one or two more. Okay, his family moved to another place 5 years ago. And I see the history. Oh, it was Hồng Ngoan. Yeah. So because we are interacting synchronously, the process may seem to be a little bit, slow because you have to wait, okay, for other people. But this is very good for the train story activities because um, in the end, okay, everybody has a time to read, okay, what is already written, and they can make a meaningful, okay, additions to the story. And now let's see Hải Chiều addition. Okay, normally Mark stood in front of our doorstep with a bunch of flower, but today is kind of different. Oh, okay, this is a very nice setting. Let's see what's coming next. Oh, I know it's hard, right? And I think it will take us a lot of time. Okay, if everybody try to think, okay, about what to add here. But I have, okay, tried to demonstrate how a wiki activities can be used in a language classroom, an online classroom. Now, if I click on history now, I can see, okay, Thanh Tuyền. Look, I see she's adding something to, let's see. Oh, she's ancient and sad. That's it. And now if I click on the map, no, I I can see pages, click on histories, and then I can compare versions. Okay, so this is okay, Sơn version and this is Tuyền versions. And then if I want to compare, yeah, let's Sơn and yeah, one for example, compare selected. And I see, okay, this is the difference. And the next person, this is the difference. And the next person, this is the difference. Oh, okay. Thank you. So you can keep, adding to this story. Okay. That gives you an idea, about what a wiki activity is like, and we can, well, let me scroll down to bottom, and we can, yeah, easily create an activity like this in the online course. Now, the next tool that I want to show everybody is called voice thread. Voice thread. Now, everybody, could you please create an account into the system? Uh, I will stop at 7:30. I have dinner there. Now, I need you to create an account, and together we will have an activity. When you have finished creating the account, please type into the chat window finished. And I know that I can, go on, with our activities. Okay. Wow, very fast. Thank you, Chúc. Good night, Hải Chiều. So we wait a little bit further for about 10 more people, and then together we will create a voice thread. That will give you an idea, how advanced, okay, communication has become. And voice thread is now used a lot in online courses as as an assignment or as an activity. So the teachers will raise an issue or question, and everybody needs to say something. Let me try to find something for discussions in our presentation today. Okay, good. We are going to do this with the voice threads. How can we use Facebook in teaching English? Okay, so I will demonstrate first. Once you have got the account, you can click on create and then add media. And I just want to do an audio recording together with a webcam photo now. Okay, so let me take a webcam photo of myself. Jeez. Okay. So voice thread. Let's say, okay, use Facebook in language teaching, right? Oh, I'm sorry. And now I add okay my audio recording here. Oh, webcam videos is better. Hello, everybody. I want you to discuss these questions. How can we use Facebook in language teaching? So you can add image, you can record your voice or your videos into the thread. Thank you very much. Then I can start okay, upload. Now I can share these voice threads and allow anybody to view, to comment, and to contribute. So now the link is in the chat window. Okay. Could you please go to that voice thread link? And okay, in your link, click on comment. Oh, everybody, can you still see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen sharing? Good, that's good. And now, okay, please add something to the voice thread. You can add text, you can add voice, you can add video, or you can upload a file. Okay. Now, please answer that questions. How can we use Facebook in language teaching? Uh, Try to add something. Yeah, make it short. Okay, please tell me how you use Facebook in your language teaching. Thank you. Okay, please tell me how you use Facebook in your language teaching. Thank you. Well, I don't care about the language now. It's just your web browser problem. Sometimes it's because okay, you are using VNPT or FPT, and they okay, um, they make the okay, web browser recognize your location as somewhere not in Vietnam. So don't worry about the language. Just okay, keep going. And okay, it's best to use Google Chrome. Okay, these things normally do not happen in Google Chrome. Okay, good. I have seen some additions. Good. I have seen okay, a text from link. Now, other people. Okay, please tell me how you use Facebook in your language. Just click on the voice threads and then add something, say something. Uh, you see a very good collaborative activities. Okay, somebody else. Post notification. Can you use your voice? Can you, okay, instead of adding text, try to record your voice like this. Um, um, use the webcam. Okay, please tell me how you use Facebook in your language teaching. Thank you. Good. We have seen several more addition to the activities. Send my. Can you ask voice or something? Okay, very good.
We can use Facebook to assign the homework for the student, and with Facebook we can easily track the progress of the student doing the homework.
Very good. Thank you very much, Hải. That's beautiful. Okay, I love the sound recording. Okay, if somebody can attach a very short video clip, okay, to this voice thread, it will be great. So you see, together we are creating communication activities, which is very rich in multimedia. Student can add sounds, text, videos, images, and if you think about how to do this, well, what's happening? If you think about how we can make use of this in language teaching, it's gonna be a very good tool. I'm sure that your students will be interested.
I
Okay,
think the teacher can create a page or groups on Facebook for the English class, and it's easy for teacher to share materials, and the student can get access everywhere they're free. We also can post a discussion question for students to comment.
okay, so very good. Um, I don't really like this photo, but instead of posting my photo, I should have posted the PowerPoint slide or the image here. Yeah, but I hope you now okay, understand how we can make use of. Okay, please tell me how to make use of this to take speakings, for example. Uh,
I'd say that Facebook is kind of informal, so I often choose it as a way to teach. However, it's a good way if you want to build rapport with your students. That's it.
okay, thank you very much for that sharing with. So I hope you guys now have some ideas about um, oh, so stop sharing screen first. Yeah, voice thread and some other tools like wikis. So, according to literature, as you can see in this sum up by Penny, when we use voice or video tools, the students, can have their own pace of discussion. I mean, when I create a voice thread, you see, fast people can very quickly add text or as a voice recording, while slower people can gradually upload images, sounds. Um, it you know it gives you a flexibility in the activities. So the link I have just sent is available for weeks. That means if you just watch these videos after the class, you can also do it too. Um, Now, text or exchanges are posted, and they are not ephemeral. They are not like words that okay gone okay with the wind. Okay, they stay there in the forum. They stay there in the reflection. So that's the kind of language input that is good for students, and students also have more time to process the language linguistically when they write in discussion forum or when they text each other. Researchers have also shown that that is very beneficial for language learning. Okay, we have just done that questions. I think we can skip Tango for the moment. Um, I want to go straight to these activities. We don't have time for this. Okay, before we go to the hands-on, where I showed you some more activities, I want everybody to discuss these questions. Let me move to. Okay, what are the benefits of collaborative language learning activities? This is our discussion questions, and we are going to try out something new today. I'm going to get you into groups of four, okay, using the breakout rooms functions of this video conferencing system. So each of you will be assigned to a room, and you need to discuss with each other. And when we get back, I'm going to invite you to present. So it's very much in the class where you are assigned to groups separately. You need to open the microphone to talk to each other. Are you ready? When you are ready and clear about the instruction, please type ready. Good. Ready? So I'm going to put you into groups. You need to open the microphone and talk in the group, discussing the questions that I have just showed you. Okay, discuss the benefits of group work, collaborative language learning activities like group work, pair work. This is probably an easy questions. So, okay, let me show you what is happening on my computer. Now, in order to get you into group, I'm going to manage users and then create breakout rooms. And you will have 10 minutes. It is enough. Okay, 15 minutes. 10. And then I will split you into 7 room. Okay, and then randomly assign you to the room. Okay, so randomly, boom. Okay. Okay, now I'm seeing how you are doing.
You are now muted.
Let me see how you are doing in this room.
I think so. So, and somebody have another idea?
I think in a group, everyone can make a plan. That means if they work in a team, they can create a plan for them and think the right thing to do, or do the first thing and then the skill. I will write the answer on the chat.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, me. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Các bạn nghe mình không?
Ấy là gì nhưng mà phải kết thúc thôi không? Kết thúc nữa. Chắc xong rồi.
Các bạn nghe mình nói không?
Yeah. Ủa một phòng có bao nhiêu người vậy ta? 6 người hả?
5 người. 5 người. Nhóm mình 5 người.
5 người. Thôi là buổi sáng sau đây thì
Rồi bây giờ mình làm sao?
mình đi ra thảo luận.
Vậy mỗi người đưa một ý hả? Mỗi người đưa một ý hả?
Testing.
You are now muted.
Okay, everybody, I'm glad to have you back. And some people are still trying to rejoin the audio, so let's wait for a while. So, how do you how do you feel about the breakout sessions? What problem did you have? I see the discussion in some room going very smooth, but in some room you are not okay familiar. Oh, I'm sorry, muted. Yeah.
You are now unmuted.
Okay, can you all hear me now, everybody? Is it okay now? Good. Okay, thank you. So I joined several rooms, and some rooms things was going very well. Like in room 7, okay, you have okay a very good discussion, and everybody joined the discussion equally. But in some other room, it seemed like you just trying to figure out how to use the microphone. So could you please type into the chat window your you know feeling your experience with the breakout session? What problem did you have? Now, only this platform and Zoom allow people to do breakout sessions like this. Okay, so the first complaint is about internet connection. Yes, as always, can't hear anything. So next time when you join a meeting, if you want to have a quality, good experience while doing video conferencing, you need to be in a quiet place. And you also need to have good microphone. Check your microphone before you join room. You see, I, I try to prepare myself, a very dependable laptop so that I can do video conferencing a lot without any problems. Yes, it's because you are not familiar with using the system. When you are more familiar, it will be easier. Like you learn how to join the audio, rejoin the audio. When I get you into the breakout rooms, you need to rejoin the audios and you need to learn what is happening with your microphone. Yes, I agree. I think we are going to do another activity in which you should turn on the microphone. I'm sorry, turn on the webcam. Okay, when you can see each other, okay, via the webcam, it will be easier to collaborate. Let me see if there are any other discussion tasks where I can give you another discussion questions. Okay, that is it, everybody. I want you to do this activity again. Same questions, but this time you will be assigned in different groups. Okay? Now I will give you more time, and this time you need to share the microphone and share the webcam. In your group, okay, discuss the question that you see on the screen. Is it clear? Okay, thank you. So I'm going to assign you again to different groups, right? And your job is to discuss the same question. I just want you to figure out how technology can help in this situation. So I'm going to create breakout rooms. Okay, for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to have this time. I'm going to have 5 rooms only, and randomly assign everybody to 5 rooms, and create. Now, let's see how things are going in the breakout rooms.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, Mỹ. Hello, Thịnh.
Hello, hello Thảo. Hello Thúy. Hello.
Not Thảo here.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Me.
Okay. I would like to say something about
Okay, so
our
this is a group discussion.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Okay.
Keep going.
In my opinion,
You can hear the students discussing with
collaboration,
each other.
learning
They are not hearing me. They are in the room.
will help students can learn from their peers. As we know that a student has different skills and different background knowledge. So
You are now muted.
And let's join room number 3.
hello, my bro. Yeah. Now,
Let's share our ideas.
let's start with
I don't know whether the
our discussion.
can hear some.
One idea.
It's one
Uh,
topic.
Yeah. No one volunteer? Anyone share idea here?
Anyone?
The benefit of the working group is we can help each other. Like the weak one can help by the good one, and they can challenge each other as well.
Yes.
Okay, next. Anne?
I think we can enhance our student their satisfaction with the learning experience.
Yes.
Good.
Like
Right.
like different students have a different learning style, so we can share the learning style with each other, right?
How about you, Joe?
I think that collaborative learnings will help our students develop critical thinking.
Yes.
Now,
They can
management.
have higher level.
Yes, because when you're working in groups, then you have to set plans what we need to do first, or we have to control our emotions. So yeah, we have to reach the goal, the main goal.
Yeah, I agree. Where's Frog?
How about teamwork? Teamwork.
Yes. What
I
else?
think that collaborative language learning activities can help the students to enhance their skill, especially teamwork skill,
Yeah.
because they work together and maybe they know where when they listen and when they speak, they share the idea to the other member group members. Sorry.
Yeah. Another idea is
when they work in group, they also can develop their cultural sensitivity. Like sometimes in a group, they have many members from different countries, so they can work with each other and share their like beliefs or values. That yeah.
One more idea is we can increase. They can increase soft skill. For example,
You are now muted.
And now let's join room number 2.
I'm not good at making the PowerPoint. So, everyone give an idea about the business, yeah? In oral communication.
And you hear the chopping noises going out from the room because some of the students have not very stable audio connections. This is always the problem we have when teaching online.
I'm making a PowerPoint. Oh! I should talk a little bit. Take language.
You are now muted.
And one more idea is that collaborative activities also improve the critical thinking skill, because when they work in group, there will be many ideas and they need to select which ideas are good for their activities.
You are now muted.
So everyone, I think the benefits of collaborative language learning activities is help to help the people in a teamwork can share their ideas and
Yes.
build critical thinking. And when they work in a team, sometimes there's something like they are angry or some emotion that make they want to
more than. Oh, what else? We can share another ideas. Increase the relationship among students.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, the results of the test is better because they combine different ideas together to make the best one.
And also we can increase the debating skills.
Yes.
Yeah, they have different ideas, so they have to work out which one they will use and present.
Yeah.
Speaking skills and then reason in understanding.
I think one more benefit is have students to practice listen to the others.
Yeah,
Yes, they have to listen to others to have any ideas or any feedback to the other ideas. What else? What else? Let's think. Where is One and Trúc?
I can't put on my webcam. It will be very loud. I told you.
Okay, you can raise your voice instead.
What?
You can raise your voice instead.
you have any idea, new idea, one?
How about the others? Maybe we have to summarize all the ideas of our group, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Increase the interaction among the students of the group. Increase some soft skills like problem solving skill,
Self-management.
Self-management, leadership,
Yeah.
critical thinking,
Time management as well.
yes, time management, oral communication skills also. What else?
You said that the relationship between the
Yeah.
group members.
Yes, relationship, peer review, and correction, right?
Yeah.
And
Again, develop cultural sensitivity.
yes, I hear something. I heard something like Bắc Sao.
I don't know why I can't hear all of you clearly, but you can hear me clearly.
Maybe internet
Because,
problem.
Yeah, I think so.
What else?
Another thing is that a person, when they are in collaborative language learning activities, their confidence, it's affects, can improve their confidence when they talk to another people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because all of you afraid to speak in front of a lot of friends, right?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yeah. It's my status when I was freshman and senior, right? Junior. I remember. The first year and the second years of university students.
Yeah.
I'm scared of staying in front of a lot of people to present. And I think a collaborative language learning activity will have the student can be more confident.
Yes.
Yeah, this one makes us more confident than too much people.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
No,
I can't hear anything.
Oh my God.
Just your list move.
My group members can see.
Anh ai ở đây?
Okay, 5 seconds left.
1 Ngân
Two.
rest.
Goodbye.
Hai Ngân.
Goodbye.
Yeah, too many people are trying to join the audio. That's why it will be slow.
You are now muted. You are now unmuted.
Okay, everybody, I'm happy to be back. I hope that activity gives you some sense about the quality of internet connection, and yeah, look like a lot of you have fun. By the way, can you all hear me well, everybody, at this moment? Can you all hear me? Type yes into the chat windows. Okay, good, great, thank you. So what happened? Okay, when I joined some of the rooms, okay, I enjoy your conversation, especially in room 2 and room 3. All of you open the webcams, and okay, that brings a lot of interaction into the room, and I enjoy listening to you discuss the issues. um, you may get choppy noises or red noises. It's simply because internet connection for voice and audio is much more heavier, okay, than text only. So if that happens, it's normal. Let's wait until Vietnam have 5G networks, and with that, huge bandwidth, our video conferencing experience can be much improved. But for now, that's a lot better, right? Um, Now, so according to Jacobs, these are the 10 benefits of group activities when we run pair work and group work, especially like the activities similar to the one that we have just done, right? The quantity of student speaking time is increased. So by breaking you out into sessions, you guys have a lot of chances to speak. When I just invite individual students from this room, only one person can speak at a time. And the variety of subjects can increase. In some rooms, I see people quite serious, okay, talking about topics very seriously, while in other rooms, people are having fun, okay, testing with each other. But that's fine, right? Anxiety can also be reduced when we put people into groups. Working with your peer, you feel more relaxed than working with me at this time. Sounds like very formal, and the enjoyment for the student can also increase. Independence can increase, social integration can increase, student develop collaborative working skills. So there are tons of benefits that student can enjoy when they are in a group. And technology has a lot of power to help people to collaborate, to do group work, even in a video conferencing environment like what we have just done. It's a pity that only room 2 and 3 share webcams. In the other rooms, you guys only share your voice. I told you, you need to turn on the webcams to see how things go. So that's from the literature. Um, by discourse analysis, we also see a lot of support for collaboration in language teaching from the computer. So we know, by the way, have you taken this course before? Discourse analysis. I'm not sure. It is still in discourse analysis. I'm not sure whether this course is still in the training curriculum of bachelor programs, but I just want to know, did you do this course before? Not yet. Okay. So only Geo has already done this course. So basically, in discourse analysis, we try to analyze meanings of text at the discourse level, okay, not as sentence, okay, like in syntax, right, at discourse level. And basically, we study a lot of things, but one of the very important points in discourse analysis is the four maxims, okay, suggested by Grice: quality, quantity, relevance, and manner. So in order to communicate successfully with other people, you need to apply these four principles. Quality means just say, okay, what is enough, okay? And yeah, quality means be true, yeah. Quantity, just enough. Relevance, just say what is related to the topic. And manner, try to be clear, get people understand what you say. Now, a lot of research done on group chats and forum discussion shows that the characteristics of all of these four maxims of discourse analysis are shown in computer discussions when people work in forums. Now, these are the suggestions from ELT, English language teaching researchers, about organizing group work and group activities. So I think I can go through very quickly. So these are some suggestions, and these suggestions can also apply when you organize online activity for students. Tomorrow we have the whole day learning new tools. Okay, and I will try to show you how to use Padlet Xammer from Facebook. Google Docs, I think, is now familiar to a lot of people. Now, before we go back to our e-learning course, and I will show you what homework and home activities you need to do. Do you have any questions or comments about the topic today? Communications with the support from computers. So basically, we discuss synchronous and asynchronous communication. We look at some tools that evolve over time in both synchronous and asynchronous communication, and we look back very quickly at the literature of language teaching on the issues of collaboration, on the values of group works and group activities. And I hope you enjoy the experience of group work in a breakout room in the video conferencing system. And this experience is only possible with Zooms. I'm not sure it's in a free version in Zoom and in the system that we are using built from Big Blue Button. Okay, look like you guys don't have any questions. So let me share my screen and show you what you need to do for the homework. Let's see. Perfect. All 28 students are in class today. Now for the homework for tomorrow, so we'll see you there. I need you to take a look at these journals article. They are quite good. Okay, for what we are looking at for the CMC tool, well, I will show you how to use Padlet tomorrow. So the voice thread demo, we have already covered that already. Now, we have already done this forum discussion, the benefits of collaborative language learning activity. Now I want you to do this discussion. Okay. So computer mediated communication offer both benefits and dangers in human communication. Like with Facebook, it helps you to connect to a lot of people, right? It helps you to reach out to many people, share ideas, share things, but it also brings problems. I mean, a lot of people now spend too much time on Facebook instead of communicating with the real people, even when they are together in a room, like parents and children. So, this is a very good question for you to discuss. I want to hear your voice on the issues. Then please do the topic reflections. Well, this is a past recording. You can look at that if you want to. The recording of today is now available, and if you haven't done the trend stories, try to do it. Okay, guys, so that's everything. It's now time for dinner. What time do we start tomorrow? 7:20. Perfect. Good. So thank you for spending time with me on this session. I will see you guys 7:20 tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning it will be a long day. A lot of hands-on activities with let me show you. Ooh, artificial intelligence. Lots of tools waiting for you. Okay. So good night, goodbye, and see you tomorrow morning. Have sweet dreams, and don't forget to do the homework.
you.